Bum ba da 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 ba ba ba. Zadum ba da dum ba dee dum ba dum ba dee dum ba dum boom. Oh, it feels good. It really does. And what makes it even better? I get to sit here and get all the XP that I'll ever need for anything, ever. I just gotta actually remember to do it in my AFK sessions. Hello, travelers of the internet. Welcome back to Guardian Studios. My name is JGardo1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience and to the world of Galabor, where, as you can see, our XP grinder is working very well. The only flaw I see in this thing is that so far, baby zombies seem to be a pain for this thing to work with. But that's no big deal, considering we can come over and finish them off. Now, obviously, this thing has been running for a little while, and it's accumulating a good amount of stuff here. I think we ought to get this extra stuff put away real quick before we do anything else. I did not realize this thing was working so much. Hey, we got some iron out of it, though. Oh, that's right. That's a bonus. That's a bonus. As this thing is running, it's also providing us with a little bit of iron. I mean, it is just a little bit. It's not a whole lot, but hey, it's iron. We need that stuff. I'm not about to complain about free iron, especially not when we also get free tools from the zombies. I didn't realize that. Thank you, zombies. That is awesome. I did not realize we were going to get tools off of the zombies. I didn't think about that possibility. Hey, I'm all for that. Ooh, wait a minute. Gold helmet with Prot 3. Tempted to take that with us. Definitely taking the shovel, though. We can use that to preserve our shovel for a little bit. But we are actually leaving the double dungeon for now. We have got some work to do back at the base. You guys may recognize what we've just exited as the double dungeon mob grinder that we've been working on getting fully operational. It's taken us a while. That moment when your cord for your mic gets caught on your own leg. That was weird. Anyway, as I was saying, you guys may have recognized the double dungeon mob grinder that we just left as the project we've been working on for the last good while. Well, it's finally operational for anybody who didn't see that happen the last session. But my goodness, with that thing operational, anything that we ever need to do with levels, enchanting, repairing our tools through mending, anything that requires XP farming is now easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we are never going to have to worry about any of that again. Which is good, because there's a lot of things that we need to be able to do enchanting for. Namely, getting our tools and weapons to be more efficient with what they're meant to do. I'm going to avoid that witch over there like a plague. We're going to head for home. Because there's one thing we need to get going on that I've been neglecting lately, and that is farming. You may not think that's such a big deal, but trust me, it is. Particularly for the sake of wood, which we need to build our Hobbit Hole, and also for our, for the sake of having food for ourselves and the animals. Or, in a roundabout way, food through the animals that we need the crops for. Yeah, go away, spider. I hear you chittering. I hear you hungering to take a bite out of me. You ain't gonna do it tonight. You ain't gonna get me right now, I can tell you that. Into the house. And for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, welcome to the Hobbit Hole. My current humble home. Eventually meant to be an even better humble home. Once I actually have everything properly taken care of. I should have left that trident behind. Oh well. It's no big deal. The fact that we've got it with us is not a problem. Matter of fact, I think it's actually a good thing. We may need it later. Because I definitely know that after the session... Well, no, not... At the end of today, real life today, I'm gonna have to put my guy at the mob grinder so he can build up some XP again. Because I actually hadn't done it yet. I didn't do it last night. Because I got sidetracked, and then I got tired, and, you know, everybody's got to sleep at some point. When I finally went to go to sleep, I forgot to turn the machine on to get this world loaded and have it sit AFK. So, that was my big mistake. So, I've got to make sure that I do that tonight, because I need this guy. I need all the gear. I need my levels to be as high as possible so I can do a bunch of enchanting. I mean, look at this sword and this axe. They're barely enchanted. My chest plate. Pathetic. I mean, my boots are okay. But I need to get levels so I can get enchanting done. And so that after I've got enchanting going, I can eventually get a bunch of books with different enchantments and put them together on an anvil with my gear to upgrade it even further, like with mending. So to support all of this, I need to do some farming. We're going to start with one of my favorite kinds of farming. Trees. Yeah, we're going to do some tree farming. Because I need wood. I need wood for building, and I also need it for trading with the villagers that live nearby. Those guys, among them are a bunch of Fletchers that we've assigned to the role. And they want sticks. Which means we need to farm wood to turn into sticks. Hello, Enya! Hello, 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 bro. How you doing? You having a good day? I hope so. I hope you are. Alright, we've got a few spruce trees over here. I think we're gonna go ahead and chop them up. Actually, before I do that... Crops. Time to do the crops. We hit them with the Fortune Enchanted Tool, and that will ensure that we've got all of the seeds and output that we can get off these crops. Which, of course, I'm not replanting a whole lot of beetroots. I don't really see much point in having beetroot besides farming it for villagers' sakes. Alright, let's feed our cattle. Cows get fed first. Next, let's do our sheep. That should do. Nice bonus is that just pushed us up to level 30, so I can enchant something. Alright. I'm thinking I want to enchant the axe and see if we can get some efficiency on it. If we get efficiency on the axe, that'll be awesome. Especially since the plan is to farm a bunch of wood. Oh, wait a minute. I need those seeds back. We're gonna go farm some more wheat. Right up there. So we got a little wheat field where I'm farming specifically that for the sake of working with my cows and my sheep. Oh, here's a little song I wrote. Hey, you might want to sing it note for note, don't worry. Be happy. In every life we'll have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double, don't worry. Be happy. 'Cause when you worry, your face will frown. That will bring everybody down. So don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Well, don't worry. Be happy. But I know say your end is late. He may have to let the game. Don't worry. Be happy. Hey, don't worry. Be happy now. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style. You ain't got no gal to make you smile. Well, don't worry. Be happy. Alright, in all seriousness, this is a lot of wheat we're farming now. But you know what? I'm glad we're farming this much wheat. This is gonna make farming our cows and our sheep so much easier. Not to mention if we ever run out of meat food, we've got wheat to make bread. Which, not the greatest food in the game. Does not do a whole lot for restoring hunger. But, if it's plentiful, it's suitable. And whatever is suitable is getting eaten. If it is suitable, it is edible. If it is not suitable, hey, it ain't edible. Alright, so let's put the wheat and the seeds away. We've got a lot more wheat now. That's good. That's exactly what I want. And now, like I said before, I want to enchant my axe. I want to make it so this diamond axe can chop through trees as fast as possible. The faster, the better. Put the lapis in, put in the axe. A Fortune 3 axe. No. What's this one? Ooh! Smite 4 on a sword. On a diamond sword. Is actually really good. Darn it. I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to take my chance. I could take my chances on the Fortune 3 and possibly get efficiency and unbreaking. Hello, I'm Benjamin. Bonjour to you too, sir. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy your time here. Guardian Studios is a family-friendly channel where we welcome you happily, so long as you can keep things family-friendly yourself. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and risk it. What do we get? Sharpness and efficiency. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. Efficiency is amazing. Efficiency is amazing, especially because it's level 4. Sharpness 4, If I end up having to use the axe as a weapon, that's good. It'll do 11 damage. That's 11 damage. If each heart, that's half a player's health. Holy moly. Okay, maybe it's a good thing these things are double durability for every weapon hit. And then Fortune 3, I don't really see a point to that one. If I was going to get anything on an axe, I'd have rather Silk Touch over Fortune 3. But hey, this is good. This efficiency is going to help us very, very much. Efficiency is a big help. Oh, look at how much faster that is. That is so much faster. I love it. And this just shows how helpful that double dungeon mob grinder is going to be from here on out. Now that it's fully operational, oh my gosh. Fully enchanting all of our gear with the best darn enchantments we can get. and then tearing through this world like a hot knife through butter. Can you imagine that? I can't wait for that. That is going to be so fun. For me, Benjamin, it is, by the Eastern Standard Time Zone, currently 4:21. Because, see, I run off the Eastern Standard Time Zone. Chopping down a whole bunch of wood. Chopping up some wood. Chopping down some trees. Getting lots of spruce logs and lots of other kinds. Need all the wood we can get. Some of it for building. Some of it for turning into sticks and trading with our nearby village friends. Ah, I see, I see. Zum da dum da, zumba da dum da da dum da da dum, ba da 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 dum da da, zadum ba dum ba da dum da da. But since I left my bugle at the assembly, I have to say thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Benjamin. That's the nicest thing that anyone could have done for me. I thank you very, very much. We welcome you. I messed up too. Oh well. But seriously, in all seriousness, Benjamin, thank you. If you're saying that you subbed, hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here on the stream. We appreciate it. Hoi! Oh, why is there stone here? Why is there exposed stone here? Is this is this a surface, an under the surface lava pool going on here? I ask because I have no stinking clue. And when I have no stinking clue, that makes me uneasy. I don't like not knowing why something is somewhere and is something. If something is actually something, I'd like to know. If it is not something, then I still want to know. Does that make sense? Because it sure doesn't make dollars. Sorry. Dumb joke. Alright, we're gonna let these leaves over here decay for a while. Ooh, my sugarcane's ready for harvest. Yeah, I know I've got my sugarcane patch, but this is where I got started. This is the main sugarcane farm for me. For now, anyway. I'm still gonna have to figure out where I can find a pillager outpost, because I really need to find some allays. All I need is one. Just one. One little allay to ensure I can have everything I need from the environment picked up in a hurry. And then when I'm not using him, I can easily leash him to a post. Oh wow, we got the full 9 Oh, maybe that's the benefit of fortune. We get the full drop from melons. I don't normally get 9 per melon, but I did there. Huh. I mean, I guess it's possible. Anything is possible. Some things are just difficult. In a video game, that is. Nice. Got a lot of sheep in there now. Got a lot of cows in here. I think it may be time for a purge of the cows. Which, if anyone's curious what I mean by a purge of the cows, that's when I eliminate most of the adult cows. I never do that until I've got a whole bunch of the baby cows running around in the pen, though. My rule is breed them first, then take them out. That way, you know you've got more cows on the way. But always, always keep 4 adults intact. And that part of my rule is so that I never run out of babies. If something happens to the little ones, I've got 4 adults that can repopulate. Hey, Ellison! Good to see you. Glad you can make it. Oh, nice. Well, you're just in time. Of course, showing up at all is just in time to me. Alright, let's put these little saplings back in the box. Back in the sapling box. Yeah, I think the number of cows and sheep might actually be starting to hurt our frame rates. Just a little. Alright, put the wheat away. Grab some potatoes. Chow down on a steak. And let's go quickly breed the... Whoa, mamma mia. A lot of trees sprouted up here from the saplings we planted. Shee. Anyway, let's feed the pigs. Gotta feed the pigs. Probably have a purge of them soon, too. Alright. Yeah, I think it's time for an animal purge. So let's get over here, put away the potatoes. One downside of my axe's current enchantments, it doesn't have unbreaking, so it is going to eat through durability pretty quick if we're constantly chopping up trees. Alright, first animals to be purged. The pigs. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep! That's the perfect number of adults. That's the perfect number of adult pigs to keep the population ready to grow. One of my wolves teleported into there. Silly pup. Gotta get my wolves to teleport out of there, because I need to get them all in there better. Unfortunately, my wolves are not all getting in here like they did with the pigs. Oh, there we go. A couple more are getting in. Alright, now slow it down. 1, 2, 3. And that leaves 4. Excellent! Now, the sheep. I have an idea how I could make this a little more efficient, getting my wolves in there. And I also have an idea how I can make this a little more efficient, picking out the ones that I want to keep safe. I'm going to need fence posts. Do I have any fence posts in here? Yes, I do. Good. Come on, sheep. Come over to this side. Okay, that's not actually working. Alright. Thinking with the sheep, I want it to be two of every color. Obviously, if we were just going for the wool, shearing the sheep would be more efficient. Oh, come on. The sun is setting. You can't let me sleep? Really? I want to put these wolves inside my house. What? Maybe if I go down here, that'll bring them down. Yep, that worked. I want 2 cats and 2 wolves inside my house. That way, if anything happens to the rest of the packs, I can repopulate them. Future-proofing. That's part of why eventually we'll also take 4 baby cows, 4 lambs, and 4 piglets. So, actually, the term for a baby cow is a calf. Eventually we'll be taking 4 calves, 4 lambs, and 4 piglets down into a kind of a bunker under our house to keep those animals in reserve. Keep them ready to repopulate if we ever lose all the rest of our animals for some reason. Dude, everything you're offering me, except for lily pads, I can get somewhere else. Oh, Ellison, why are you doing that again? Oh, do you know how hard it is to get more of those guys every time they die? Ugh. Of course you do. That's why you're taunting me about them being eliminated. You know exactly what you're doing, don't ya? Don't ya? I need to set up a chest for meat. Kind of a meat locker. I actually do the same kind of thing on another game that I really hope one day I can play for you guys. I think you guys might enjoy it. It's another survival game. And it's pretty good. Alright, steak, pork, mutton. Gonna stick it all in here. Do I have any other kind of fuel around here? Nope. So I'm gonna need to, cook up a stack of wood into charcoal. Does not make me a happy camper. Charcoal, logs, cooking away. Alright, let's go see what we can get on this sword in terms of enchantment. Because I want this sword to be enchanted soon. If I can get sharpness on this, oh my gosh. But I'll settle for smite if I can. And if I can get... What did I just say? Oh, nice. Smite and knockback too. Okay, knockback is good for dealing with the creepers. And the zombies. Different zombie variants outside of Trident Drowned. Skeletons, the smite should take them out pretty quick. And then... Endermen, they just come chasing you anyway. So, hey, this is good. That's not bad for a start. I mean, I'll eventually have to make a sharpness sword, but this is good. This is good. A genuine Smite 5 naturally enchanted sword is good. And by naturally enchanted, I mean it's one that I just threw it in the enchanting table, clicked, and boom, got that. You know, I've been thinking I really need to convert some of these apples into golden apples because I need to make sure I've got my emergency gapples. Sometimes you get stuck dealing with things. You just have to be able to chow down on a golden apple so that you can survive. This is why eventually I intend to make a gold farm. Preferably one that can be used here in the overworld. Hey, Awesome Plays! Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, wow. Those trees already sprouted up? Nice. You know, thinking on it more, this axe really does need unbreaking. Because otherwise it is going to break pretty darn quick. You know, I've got a thought. Let's go over to the village. Let's go to the village, and we'll go ahead and make ourselves some, we'll make ourselves some deals, and hopefully get Hopefully get a new axe. Because we got a toolsmith. I'm just not sure what he sells right off the top of my head. Minecraft Chocolate Edition? What in the world? What are you talking about, Awesome Plays? What in the world is that? I may also bring a few books so that I can maybe get mending for my tools. Especially that axe. I definitely don't want that axe to end up broken. If that axe breaks, I'm in trouble. Huh. Yeah, I never heard of that. Doesn't have anything to do with chocolate. Oh, let me guess. It's basically a play on words against vanilla. Because everybody calls normal Minecraft vanilla. Since it's so plain. That's a funny thing. It's funny that we've made the word vanilla refer to anything that's plain. Because vanilla ice cream, it's the most basic flavor. It's the most commonly recognized and basic flavor. And so we call anything that is unchanged, unmodified from the original, in the gaming or electronics community, we call that vanilla. I find it funny how that became a thing. I also find it funny that I've been thinking I needed another sheep color back at the base. We're gonna bring this sheep along with us to the village, and then we'll escort him back to our base after we're done with the trading. Yeah, I really think that that's how it worked. That's how we came up with the term vanilla for the gaming and modding community. And if that is how it started, then that's fascinating. It really is fascinating to think about that could be where that came from. It honestly is very likely to be where that came from, when you stop and think about it. Because, I mean, what's the flavor you think of when you think plain ice cream? The first flavor that I think of is automatically vanilla. Now, if I think of my favorite flavor, usually I end up thinking chocolate. Yep. It is kind of fascinating how something like that played out. What, the sheep can't come in here? Oh, the doorway is too small for him. Alright, then we gotta find somewhere else to put you. I'm thinking we're gonna put the sheep in here. Will you get in here already? Ugh! The stinking pig and the cow make it so that my sheep didn't want to go in there. Now let's sleep. Just want to contain those animals. I say I want to contain those animals, and I'm also containing the village nitwit. One of the village nitwits. I find that very funny. Is it a mod or is it a mod pack? Either way, awesome. I'm glad you turned my attention to it. I may try it out sometime. I may have to go find and try it out one day. But, for the moment, it's time to focus in on what brought us here. The trading. So let's go get to it. Oh, I'm already farming trees, and I already plan on setting up an actual tree farm at some point. Rest assured on that. It's already planned. Now, where did the other Fletcher just go? Oh, there he is. Where's he going? Is he stopping in his house for a moment? Oh, no, that's not it. That can't be his house. His bed ain't here. Alright, there we go. Hey, what do we unlock with him? A crossbow. Of course it's a crossbow. It's something useless. No. No, I don't know if I can do TNT. I don't know if I could do a TNT-based tree farm. Those make me nervous. TNT and the use of it tends to make me a little uneasy. But maybe. Sweet. I knew there was an axe for sale. Well, I didn't know it, but I suspected that what I would get from this guy was an axe. So we can disenchant this new axe, re-enchant it, combine it with the one we already have, and then put mending on it, and boom, we'll hopefully have a perfect axe, assuming that the new one gets Unbreaking 3. If it also gets Efficiency 4, then it's a perfect axe. It's got a combat enhancement, it's got efficiency, unbreaking, and it'll have mending. Honestly, it having fortune doesn't mean a hill of beans either way to me. Oh, shoot! The sheep! I almost forgot the sheep. I was gonna get the sheep and bring it back with us. Because it's a color of sheep that we don't have yet. I want to try to collect all 16 colors of sheep over time. And once I get them all, eventually I'll be putting one or two of each color into an automatic sheep farm. Or not sheep farm, automatic wool farm. That way, we get all the wool that we will ever need. In all the colors we could ever want. Let my sheep out, you Okay. No. No, let my sheep out, dang it! No. You belong here. That other cow I don't care about. I just feel like these guys ought to still have 2 cows and 2 pigs. Yeah, Minecraft without farming would be nigh impossible for many of us Minecraft players. For one thing, we're so used to doing farming, to be able to do farms, to get stuff. If that ever ended up not being a thing anymore, that would throw a lot of us out. That would end up throwing a lot of us off our game. It would also take away a really fun element of Minecraft, though, because I like farming in Minecraft. I like all the farms that we can build. I like building automatic farms as well as non-automatic farms. Crops, animals, cobble, wood, everything. I enjoy that stuff. It is fun to me. You know, I just had a thought. I could make an automatic cobble machine at the double dungeon mob grinder. Once I get the mob grinder storage situation fixed. I could. With XP constantly pumping into me from the mob grinder, the cobble generator would never be able to break my pick. Huh. Either that, or I need to come up with another mob grinder, a smaller scale one, and set it up to do the same kind of thing. But then I could just leave my guy AFK with a button pressed down to make him break cobblestone constantly. And with the XP farm constantly feeding XP back into me, my pick would never break. Well, in theory it would never break. And I would have all the cobble I could ever need. Could farm cobble until all my storage runs over. Until I have so much that the excess just cannot find anywhere to go. That would be good. That would be good. I really want to do that. I want to do that now. Thankfully, I do know where there is another mob spawner, another dungeon that I could convert into such a farm. No. Trying to use leads to help corral the sheep so that they can't get out. This part of why I say I need some allays, because then I could have had an allay scoop up those leads without having to go in there into that pen. That would have been way more efficient. Hello, Matt King. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, that is a very weird and random idea, Awesome Plays, but I kinda like the thought of doing a challenge like that, of issuing a challenge like that for anybody who wants to try it. That could be fun. That is something that could be fun. One day we may see something like that happen. Who knows? I'm not gonna say it can never happen. Because I know if I don't do it, somebody else will eventually end up doing it. Alright, now, let me see. What am I doing at this point? At this point, I would like to disenchant this axe and then enchant it with new enchantments. So, small problem is I don't have enough XP. Can I get enough by getting food out of these smokers? Nope. Alright, then I'll have to hope that I can get enough from breeding up my animals. Let's get some wheat. Let's get some... Well, let's give them carrots this time. We'll give the pigs carrots this time. Oh, I've done a silverfish farm on the world of Gyros. It is super efficient, but it'd take a while to get set up here. Technically not fire, but cactus. At least that's what I used in the one that I built. Because that was what the instructions of the guide I followed to make it said to do. Use a cactus as the means of making the armadillos take damage. And it was great. It worked. Apart from one time. One time, apparently, the armadillos died. And then it didn't work anymore. I do know there's designs that drown allays, because allays will constantly regenerate. And so last a good while before dying from drowning. Okay, where's that black sheep? Alright, we are level 30. I just noticed that. Sweet. Did I? Did anybody ever post them? I guess I got too used to people putting them into the chat in my stead. My bad. Like I've said before, I've got to actually remember to type those rules out on a document that I can copy and paste them from. Oh, are you heading out, Awesome Plays? Alrighty, dude. Hey, thank you for having been here, my friend. Appreciate it. Alright. Sweet! That's exactly what I need! Unbreaking! Yeah, that's all this pickaxe really needs. If I want to get more efficiency, I'll wait until I get an efficiency 5 librarian guy. And then toss it on there. Right, what costs less? Oh, that does. And then mending? Not bad. Alright. Our axe is officially nigh perfection. The only thing that would make it required to make it perfect, blah, 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 would be to give it efficiency 5. But that can wait. For right now, I think that's going to do it for this session. We didn't end up getting as much wood for ourselves as I expected, but we got some good trading done. Got ourselves a really good axe. I mean, look at this thing's enchantments. And we know that the double dungeon mob grinder is going to serve us very, very well. We have proven this. So that's going to do it for this session. So I'm going to say thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave likes and comments. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Check out the About page for links to other pages with more content from yours truly. And, of course, do not forget to share the channel with your friends if you think they might enjoy it, and to smack that notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. And with that all being said, thank you again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, bard, and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I'll see y'all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!